Here's how it's done.
I'm using a piece of pine that's about 12 by 12, and this stencil is a super easy layout. It took me less than a minute. Now the first bit I'm using is the carving liner bit, and that is what you want to use for really fine detail. And all of the letters on this, and also the flintlock rifles, there's some pretty tiny lines in there, so I don't think the profile bit would be the way to go. You definitely need a much finer point, which is where the carving liner really comes into play. I'm doing this at about 1/8 of an inch deep, and really for a tip this fine, that's as deep as you want to go at one pass. If you need to go deeper with this bit, you can definitely do it, but you need to do it 1/8 of an inch at a time. Something else to keep in mind when using the carving liner bit, think of it like a scalpel. It's very sharp, but you only want to use it when you have to because it's a single flute fine tip bit, and it's definitely going to dull quicker than say your profile bit or even your 60-degree bit. Now I switch to my profile bit at 1/8 of an inch deep. Now even though it's the same depth, the profile bit has a different shape to it, so it's going to cut wider. So what I did is on the flintlock rifles, I went over everything I had already carved just to give myself a little bit more room, and then I did the stars and the 1776. You'll notice that for the fine point in the stars, I'm actually keeping the left side of my router base off of the board, and that's what you can do to get in those shallower areas with fine points. And to be honest, having our base plate makes a huge difference in the amount of control you have. Now that I've got that done, I've taken that same profile bit at about 3/16 of an inch deep, and I'm going to go over everything again to give myself room to get in there and take out all the extra wood with my 90-degree bit. And now the last bit I'm using is our 90-degree, just to take out all of the extra stuff, and I'm making sure to brush it really good before I do any spraying. For the edge, I wanted a rustic look, so I took our disc sander and I just beat the crap out of the edges till I thought it looked cool. Once that's done, I spray the entire thing black with primer, and then I'm going to sand off about 50 or 60% with the disc sander and give it a final sand with the random orbital. Then throw a few coats of clear on there and you got yourself a really cool rustic looking sign.
You can find all the products we use to make this sign and a ton more over at our website, makeawoodsign.com. Go check it out.